Mr. Coach Carter, can you please coach us next year?
If you don't get your zesty ass out my face, boy.
The Knicks got to be the stupidest damn people in the world. Like, you don't fire no good coach like that and don't have a plan. I mean, Tibbs did a hell of a job. Obviously, something's going on there, but you don't have a plan. And now the three coaches turn you down. You got to have a plan, man. And they don't have a plan now. I mean, I don't know what the hell they're going to do.
First off, why the fuck would you want to deal or be in this situation? Thibodeau just went to the conference finals and it wasn't good enough. They fired him, guys. They fired Tibbs. And I'm not really a Tibbs guy, okay? I played for him. It wasn't the best experience personally. Didn't treat me well at all. First day of camp, this is a true story. First day of camp, this is my first time really talking to him since signing there. He looks at me and says, and this is true word for word, this is his first words to me. I'm not making this up. Thibodeau comes up to me and says, "Hey man, excited for you to be here. I wanted Derek, but you'll do great. You'll do great." And he walked away. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm not going to be here long. I'm not going to be here long. Within a month or two, guess who's on the team? Derrick Rose. I already knew I was on my way out. And the way it went down and the way they handled business was crazy, bro. They like brought me in a dark room. It was Leon, Worldwide West, and Tibbs. They're all three sitting there in the dark with like a little light. It's like an interrogation type thing. And they go, "Hey, man, we're going to move you. We just got Derek here. Until we find a right spot for you, you don't have to travel with the team anymore." And I ended up having to call Thibodeau. My emasculating ass had to call him and ask him, "Can I please travel with you guys so I can continue to work out on my game and have trainers at my expense, and I'll support the guys who are playing ahead of me? I have no problems." They just let me travel with the team. And then eventually just traded, I don't even know where they traded me to. They traded me to somewhere that was going to waive me. They didn't even do
OKC or something.
Yeah, they didn't even do right by me. They traded me into a team that wasn't even going to use me.
Yeah.
So that whole thing where like they brought me in the room and was like, "Hey, we're going to get you to a good situation." They ended up trading me to a team that had no use for me because I was OKC just rebuilding. They didn't have Jalen Williams. They didn't have Chet. These guys weren't even in the NBA yet. Shea wasn't even an MVP guy yet. So like they had no reason to sign a 29-year-old, 30-year-old. So I ended up getting, well, mind you, COVID is going on, guys. All right. So remember, players had to get tested daily for the results. I go to get tested with my mother, and they denied me access at the facility to get tested, and my mom. So I had to go to like a Walgreens as an NBA player and get tested. I call my agent and my pops. They lose it. I get a bullshit ass call from Wes. "Oh, hey man, sorry, I wasn't aware that you were coming to the facility to get tested." Man, get the fuck out of here. You know I was there. They know they called you when I pulled up because I was outside for like an hour complaining that how the hell can I get in and not be tested? They don't do business the right way sometimes. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I've been holding on to this story for a long time, and I got more, but I'm gonna hold back. Okay, because I'm not the type of guy that like wants to unturn every stone. So when you fire Tibbs, first off, I don't have any remorse to keep it 100 with you. But still, let's keep it professional. You fire Tibbs, and then you have no motherfucking plan to hire who else. Now you're scrapping around, asking other teams, "Can we interview your coach?" You're just walking over there and being like, "Hey, can we talk to him?" Is insane. They have no plan. They fired a top-tier coach, as much as I hate saying it. They fired Tibbs, and are just walking around like with their hands in their pockets, just like, "Hey, you happy over there? You want to come over? What the hell are you doing?"
That ain't just happened overnight. That's been the part of the conversation, behind the scenes, observation, analyzing, really scouting.
The 0-10 record on like against top teams.
Whatever it
all
is,
that
he was
stuff.
under a microscope for a period of time, so it didn't just happen. Now you start talking about Tibbs, and let's big Tibbs up for a minute. Tibbs is an unbelievable coach. One of the greatest basketball minds that this game has ever seen when it comes to strategy, X's and O's, the way he studies the game, the way he coaches the game. Now, it's like a peak, because what adjustments are you going to make from here on out? You're going to get us here, but what adjustments are you willing to make? What adjustments are you going to make to get us over the hump? Your bench is a major issue. Everybody knows that, and his bench has always been a major issue. He don't only play 6, 7 guys. He's a loyal guy. He's playing with who he's loyal to. The deeper you go on the run, the more loyal that he's getting to his folks. Let's be frank, the Knicks need a bench.
Well, people can make the argument that he went to the bench too soon.
Bro, I'm not saying that he don't have guys on the bench that can play. Should guys play more? Yes, cool. But when you're trying to win, champ, it's a fine line. He just don't make those adjustments when it comes to what's the adjustments that you need to make. He went with Cat and Mitchell Robinson at the 4-5, which was really, really good. But they don't work together. They not working outside the court, outside the games on like what this could be between us and sitting down and understanding, yo, Mitch, when I come here, yo, go. They not, I doubt if they doing that.
On top of that, you talk about Tibbs being under a microscope all season. Since Mitch came back, they had all season to see how the Cat and Mitch lineups work that we never saw it during the regular season until like they had to go there.
You go back to what you loyal to. And I'm loyal to my system and what I do and the style that I play. Mitch and Cat was a hell of a 4-5 on anybody's team. You just got to put them in position. I think we were mentally and emotionally fatigued. And then the physical fatigue started to wear in.
So is it time for Rick Brunson to take over?
I don't know who to coach.
I just didn't think the man coached a bad ball club. They was good.
But we lost to a good team.
The Knicks don't have months to hire a coach. They have weeks. They got to get that done soon. It is also embarrassing that they've reached out to 5 different teams with employed coaches and asked if they can talk to them, and they've been denied all 5 times. Those things are both true. It is also true that the media went overboard in mocking the Knicks for firing Tibbs, because that is very common to fire a successful coach for your franchise because it's not working out anymore for whatever reason. Players revolted. Who knows what the reason was? It happens all the time. So you really got to stop getting so brainwashed by this team. If you're a fan of the team, in my opinion, you can do whatever you want, but it's just my opinion. You don't have to take the company line all the time. I mean, it's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing that they have reached out to 5 different teams for employed coaches and fired Tibbs with absolutely no plan of what to do next. So, let's go Knicks. It might work out all fine anyway, but right now, it is very frustrating.
A coach who made it to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years. And it doesn't seem like they had a direct path to a coach, whether it's someone that's available like a Taylor Jenkins, a Michael Malone, a Mike Brown, whether it's a coach from another team. Like, this is not the first time a coach from another team might move. But as I reported last night this morning, the Knicks made permission requests over the last 24, 48 hours on Chris Finch of the Minnesota Timberwolves, Ime Udoka of the Houston Rockets, and this morning, Jason Kidd of the Dallas Mavericks. All 3 were given swift denials. I'm told. I'm told. Like these were the reactions. Teams are saying no, hanging up. Teams are saying F no. Teams are saying, like, having the owner call and say, what is, like, we're not doing this. And so I think like those were the reactions that I heard from those 3 denials. And so now the Knicks, where they're going to go from here, I think one thing, they're going to keep an open mind on all these candidates. I do give them credit for trying to see what could be out there with some of these available coaches. But again, this is a very unorthodox process by the Knicks in their front office and James Dolan, that ownership group. But if they end up with a coach that they wanted, you know, from the beginning, maybe it's someone we know.
What about you, Shams? Why don't you go coach him?
Not a bad idea. Big city Shams.
I don't understand how they fired Tibbs and you don't have a guy. And you asking guys that are already under contract with somebody.
Knicks, how is Mr. Dolan feeling after all this rejection? Maybe they should have kept on to Tibbs after all. I mean, you try to get permission to speak to Chris Finch. You try to get permission to speak to Udoka. Try to get permission to speak to Jason Kidd. And it's all rejected. I mean, they must be really down and they must feel really stupid. I mean, what happened to, the ownership creating a plan? And before, you take action on firing your head coach, maybe you should have a coach in mind. Maybe you should be in contact, even privately, with a head coach before you fire your coach. I thought this was what management usually does, but this season you had multiple teams within the season firing their coaches and then just promoting interim coaches. It's out of nowhere because they didn't have any plan. And it looks like this one really takes the cake. It seems as though they fired Tibbs and now they're just going everywhere, trying to look for a coach, trying to steal a coach away from coaches who have been successful, in the past 1 to 3 years. Right? Where will they go next? Sure as hell no, they ain't going to the Lakers. Trying to look for, JJ Redick. I mean, wouldn't that turn out to be the same thing? Remember when JJ played all 5 starters, including LeBron James, the whole second half of the game? That was kind of like Tibbs, but I don't think Tibbs will be that idiotic to do that, right? I mean, a 40-year-old player playing the whole second half. Now, I don't know where this will end, but hopefully it ends correctly. Maybe they should try to pull Phil Jackson out of retirement to see what it can turn out. But if I were them, wait until after the draft. Let's see where KD ends up. And then after that, let's see if they catch KD, who knows? That would make, the coaching job more valuable. So you never know what can happen. But that's about it. So until next time.